What is going on, guys? It is the real Swag Hank One, or Josh, as you may know, as some of you may know me as by now. How's it guys? How you guys going this week? It's a new week, man. We're almost out of February. We're almost out of Black History Month. Unbelievable. It feels like February, was a week long, but it felt like January was 6 months long. So it's unbelievable to think that we're almost out of this month, and now we're already staring at St. Patrick's Day. We're looking right at it. It's unbelievable. I know this is a little late. Usually, I'm trying to do weekly uploads, maybe 2 uploads a week. I'm trying to get that done, but off camera, I was having a lot of issues. It was not a good couple weeks. This week was not that well for me. I was going through a lot of different things, so that's kind of explains why this seems a little late. But this is kind of the something I'm gonna be proud of myself on. Like I said, is doing different videos every time, and this is gonna be something that's a lot different. I'm quite sure everyone knows about it, but because it was one of the biggest events in the world when everyone first talked about it. But today I'm gonna be talking about I'm gonna be doing a small, personal review of Marvel's Black Panther. Yeah, Black Panther. I don't know if anyone's seen it yet. I'm gonna try to keep it as little minimized of spoilers as possible. So this is my own personal review on the movie Black Panther. I went to go see it a couple weeks ago. No, not a couple weeks ago. The day after release, so Saturday. It released on a Friday here in America. Yeah, I saw it with some buddies of mine on Saturday. Um, it was a terrific movie. I went to go see it. Like I said, saw it with some buddies of mine. We tried to go see a lot of movies together. It was a great experience for me. I like going out I like going out with my buddies. It's always a lot of fun. We always have a good time. Especially we'd go out to the movies. We hung out after the movie, talked about the movie, talked about a bunch of different stuff. So yeah. So here's my personal opinion on the movie. Here's my personal review of the movie. Generalized, if you don't know about the movie, it's pretty much all about the prince, of a country known as Wakanda, the Prince T'Challa. He is now beginning his transition to becoming king of Wakanda after the death of his father. Excuse me, getting over a cold. But yeah, so he's pretty much beginning his transition of becoming the king of Wakanda, and now he has to learn and how he was he was given the powers of the Black Panther. If that's another thing is, if you guys have not seen like the suit of Black Panther, it is easily one of the coolest suits I've ever seen. It just visually is a pleasing piece of equipment. It's very very nice. The designs of it, the sleek designs, the outlet, the stitching with the silver lining of it is really really cool. I really do like it. Chadwick Boseman, I think that's his name, played T'Challa, or AKA Black Panther. Some people just call him. I learned more call him just T'Challa. It was something really really cool. He's a terrific actor. I believe he's in his 40s, but he looks extremely. He looks like he could still play the role of a younger man in his 20s, which is kind of cool. I actually really did enjoy that. So I believe Marvel cast the right guy to play him. You had him. He played T'Challa. Like I said, the movie was really the movie was very it portrayed T'Challa very well. I liked how they definitely you know they played that, used Chadwick to play him. Um, that's another. I guess I wanted to keep it spoiler minimized, especially if no one has seen this movie but they watch the video first. I don't want anyone to, you know, to learn about the movie even though they haven't seen it yet. I want you guys to see the movie for yourself and enjoy it as much as I did. Um, Angela Bassett, she plays T'Challa's mother, and I believe, she qualifies as the queen. Yeah, I believe she qualifies as the queen of Wakanda because she was married to his father, and his father is no longer king because he was killed. So I believe that makes T'Challa. I believe that makes it. Yeah. So yeah. So she's the queen. She'd be the queen of Wakanda. Excuse me. Um, I can't think of the guy's name. He was the guy who played. He was in Get Out. I can't think of his name. He was in it as well. He was one of T'Challa's friends, and he was another soldier, I believe, within Wakanda. I can't think of his name, but he was in it. He played a great role. You know, his character definitely does a 180 when no one thinks of it. Um, who else is in it that I do? Michael B. Jordan. How can I forget about him? Michael B. Jordan. He plays Killmonger. That's the name of his character, Killmonger. Pretty much, he is, you know, the villain to Black Panther. What? Well, okay. This is kind of one spoiler I kind of don't want to leave out. But there is technically two villains in Black Panther. If you really want to understand the movie well, there is Claw, who is the beginner bad guy, but he's kind of not. You kind of tell he's not, you know, the main villain of the movie because you kind of don't know a lot of them. You just know he is trying to steal vibranium to sell off to rich investors to help, you know, make weapons for the vibranium. And if you know, vibranium is actually it's supposedly the strongest metal on Earth or in known to mankind. You know, and it cannot be destroyed. It can be destroyed, but it's not. It cannot. It's what the Black Panther suit is made of. That's why he's pretty much impervious to bullets, and the suit can absorb kinetic energy. So you can harm him, but the suit absorbs the kinetic energy, and he can just fire it back at it. He can fire it back to his enemy at any given time, which was kind of a really cool feature to his suit. His sister, I don't know the actress who played her. She actually is the technical advisor. I believe that's how they kind of described her. So she pretty much controls all the technology in Wakanda. She has like all the design. She helped recreate his suit because when the movie originally starts, he has a suit where his helmet can be taken off, but with the revamp, it's pretty much his suit's pretty much made to where it can be, you know, activated in a weird sense of a word. Yeah, it kind of be activated in a weird sense of a word. So there's a little bit of that, a little bit of this. So she definitely has, you know, she was definitely very smart for her age, which was something really cool. Yeah. So Killmonger, he's pretty much the main villain. He kind of starts off. You don't think of him to be the bad guy, but you kind of realize at one point he's going to be the main bad guy. Because once they capture Claw, he pretty much takes over, saying he kind of realizes he can challenge T'Challa to be prince or to be king of Wakanda, and he does fight T'Challa originally and wins pretty much, and it was presumed by everyone in Wakanda that T'Challa was killed by Killmonger, but it comes back later to find T'Challa was not killed. He actually survived the fall. He was thrown off a cliff. Oh, another actor I forgot who's in it. Forrest Whitaker. He's in it. He plays, I believe, he's kind of an advisor to T'Challa. Played, I think his character name was Zuri. So that was kind of really something different. Another thing about the movie is that, you know, in Wakanda, anyone can challenge T'Challa to be king. And there was a beginning fighting scene when the first man chooses to challenge him. I believe the character's name was Mbuku. The fight was the fight was choreographed. I did like how only thing it was different was, you know, T'Challa pretty much put him in kind of a triangle hold, and when they fight, it's pretty much yield or be killed. So practically, when you challenge the king, it's either quit or die. And you know, some warriors would rather die than quit. Other warriors would rather quit first. So the first opponent, he pretty much yielded because he was pretty much put in a sleeper hold and he couldn't break out, and he knew it was either he didn't want to be killed. T'Challa pretty much was saying please just quit because he didn't want to end up killing him. That's how I kind of viewed it. There was that. I believe what else was there that I did enjoy about the movie. There was pretty much I pretty much enjoyed everything about the movie. They made Wakanda look extremely great. It was easily a beautiful city. I loved the way they designed it. It was really cool. The the fights, like I said, were really well choreographed. I did like how everyone was pretty much putting into it. Black Panther's generals who fought beside him during some of the fights were really cool. Um, the final fight scene, which involves Killmonger and Black Panther and pretty much everyone, all the soldiers within Wakanda and of different tribes, pretty much. It was really well placed. I liked it. It was really cool. Um, that was so it was really coolly made. There was a bunch of different things I enjoyed about the movie. Actually, all right, this is kind of off topic of the movie, but it does involve the movie. The Black Panther album, the music was well. You know, I like the Black Panther album. I actually downloaded it. I listened to it. It was it was a great album. Kendrick Lamar did his thing with that. I really did like it. I don't. I have maybe probably my favorite song off there. Maybe maybe All the Stars with him and Caesar, or Pray for Me, Kendrick and Weekend. But you know, it was still a great movie. It was a great movie. The album was great. The choreography was great. The acting was great. Everything was pretty much set up perfectly. I give it a 10 out of 10. Honestly, it was a great film, terrific film. And you know, in any Marvel movie, they pretty much show, they pretty much put in a spoiler, not a spoiler, but an Easter egg towards with a different, you know, character. Um, they did it with Justice League. I don't know if anyone who watches this has seen Justice League. I've seen it. I wasn't a giant fan of Justice League, but I've honestly seen DC do a lot worse. I've also seen them do much better. They definitely, you know, were stretching it with that movie, but you know, I didn't mind it. They definitely done better though. So DC Comics is definitely struggling when it comes to Marvel. Marvel is definitely owning the superhero movie stuff. DC really, they're a great comic team, but I don't think they should stick to movies because you know Marvel does so well with this. This is pretty much where Marvel makes all their money. They make great movies, and then like I said, at the end of Black Panther, they pretty much talked about. There was a title showing, you know, Black Panther will return for Infinity War, which if you know Marvel, obviously if anyone's seen the Infinity War trailer, which I'm pretty sure everyone has by now, um, everyone knew Black Panther was in it. That's another thing. Infinity War is going to be a terrific film. There's like a lot of conspiracies on who's going to be living in the movie, who's going to be dying. I have my own theories. Maybe I'll talk about that in a film one day. I'll talk about that in a video. But yeah, I think everyone kind of knew Black Panther was in the movie, especially after Civil War. I mean, everyone knew Black Panther was going to be made once Civil War came out. Now that you have pretty much have him confirmed for Infinity War, and Deadpool 2 coming out around the same time, Marvel's gonna have a lot of money being made within the span of 2 months. And Venom comes out in October or September, I think. I think it's October though. With pretty much two big time movies coming out, with two big time movies come out with a span of 2 months, or with a span of the same month, with Infinity War and then Deadpool 2. It will be very intriguing to see how much excuse me guys, how much money Marvel really can make within that span of I think Infinity War comes out in June or May. I know Deadpool comes out in May. I think Infinity War comes out maybe a little bit after. If not, it comes out in June. Either way, it'll be a great film. You know, I think Deadpool 2 is gonna be successful. So Marvel's gonna have three of their biggest movies coming out within the next 4 or 5 months. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how much Marvel can really bank on this. because everyone has so much hype around Infinity War, and there's so much hype around Deadpool 2, and there's so much hype around Black Panther. So now, so pretty much, Marvel has done a good job of setting up hype for great films. Black Panther definitely exceeded expectations in my book. I believe Black Panther was much better than I thought it was going to be. I knew Black Panther was going to be a good movie, but how good, it was pretty much up in the air for me. But no, once I walked out the theater with my friends, I pretty much can easily say Black Panther was arguably the best movie I've ever watched. Um, so so Marvel still has a bunch of movies set up to go. There's still, like I said, there's still Deadpool 2. There's still Infinity War Part 1. Part 2, I think, is going to be even bigger, because now we pretty much get to see, I believe, the conclusion of Avengers. Then you have um, the next Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse, coming out in December. I don't know how to feel about that. Maybe because it's animated. I'm not that big on the animated part of it. I just wanted to see maybe Miles Morales, aka the only Black Spider-Man. I want to see him kind of become. I want them to portray that into a real film, non-animated. That's maybe something. Maybe that's my only gripe about Into the Spider-Verse. So maybe if they can really do something like that, if they could have done that first, I think I would have been okay with it being made into animated movie. Maybe turn him, maybe go to the real movie, then go into animated. Maybe that's something they could let do. But maybe, like I said, at the end of the day, maybe I'll see it. I'm pretty sure I'll see it, and then maybe my opinion will change of Into the Spider Verse, because Marvel has done a decent job with Spider-Man. Homecoming wasn't the best movie I've ever seen, but it was definitely better than most people. It was better than I kind of gave it credit for. But man, mainly that was just it. So that was pretty much my opinion on Black Panther, my own little review on Black Panther, and then my own little spiel on Marvel. Um, I'm kind of spreading over past that, going on to 2K for a quick minute. The game I was playing in the back, I've been playing in the background the whole time. Quick update. I'm still in the same season. I'm actually into. I actually moved up my difficulty to Hall of Fame. I can definitely feel the difference in the gameplay because every team plays a lot tougher than usual. We just played Atlanta twice and we pretty much killed them both times. But then again, on here, Atlanta's the worst team in the league. I think they've only won 2 games and we're going on 21 wins. This kind of surprised me right now the way we played Houston. Last time we played Houston, it was a dogfight to the very, very end. This game felt kind of easy after the second half. Kind of felt easy after the first half. Once we kind of got a good hold on the lead, we kind of walked away with it. Um, I mean, 87 overall now, so I'm right on the end of getting to a 90 overall. I'm right on the edge. I think I checked how much VC I would need to hit 90. I think it was 24K, and I think I have 11K now. So I'm not too far off of buying a VC. I would buy, but I feel like grinding out the VC is a lot better. It's a lot more authentic to me. It makes the game a lot more fun. I can definitely see how much farther I can go. Um, Team update. We've actually done a lot better. We've been doing well. Tim Frazier, he's still on the team, but once I hit 90 overall, he's definitely going to be traded. I'm definitely going to try to put him off on the team. Maybe bring in some free agents. Um, we actually moved up one of our younger players, Andrew Harrison, who's kind of the guy we kind of brought in off the bench, but he did really well. Surprisingly, he did really, really well. The couple games he started, I was actually kind of maybe thinking put him into the starting role, or if not starter, if I can get a good player and maybe free agency or out of a trade, I'll keep Harrison around. Maybe bring him in off the bench. Maybe bringing him off the bench. Move Frazier. There's some other guys I want to think about trading. Shumpert, Jay Crowder. Moving up, giving CD Osman a little more time, maybe giving LeBron a little bit more. I mean, LeBron gets fair time. LeBron pretty much plays just as much as I do. I play a little bit more than him, but not by a lot. Kyle Korver pushing his minutes up. We never use Kyle Korver, and it's kind of frustrating how we never use him. But you know, this has pretty much been that. We've been playing well. We've been playing. We've been playing well so far. We've only lost one game, and that was against Toronto not too long ago. I think we have another game against them soon. So with that, we have. Once this game ends, we'll complete the season sweep of the Rockets. Both wins, 2 wins. Beat them in Cleveland. Come to Houston, beat them here. I forgot who we play next. I think we play Boston next. I think I may be wrong. If that's the case, we would have played Boston 3 times within the span of 2 weeks, which is a little bit different. But so right now, let's walk this. Let's walk this up. Let's end this game. I'm gonna try to maybe extend my video time, or maybe cut some videos short. Maybe clip together half and half games. I don't know how I'm gonna start doing it, but I'm gonna try to get maybe more than one video, maybe more than one game in a video. I'm gonna try to start doing weekly uploads. I'm gonna try to get an upload every other day, maybe every other week if I can help it. So maybe if I can, get all this stuff done properly, if I can clear up my schedule a lot more, sit down, record. I want to excuse me, expand to more games. I have Fortnite. I want to start knocking out Fortnite videos. I have Madden. I want to start knocking out some Madden videos. WWE 2K18. I may want to start knocking out some of those. Maybe some Crash Bandicoot. I have that. Maybe some Mortal Kombat. Maybe some online play. Overwatch. I have a bunch of different games. I'll check after the library. Knock out some new games. Add some different games to the channel. But for sure, this has definitely been one of those videos where I just wanted to be a little bit different. Be a little bit different as far as my content goes, but this is definitely something new. First ever review, which is different, but this is definitely something where I just want to play. I just want to be a little bit different. Next video, I'm thinking about doing maybe a questions, like a facts about me, or some question vids. So maybe so you guys can learn more about me, who I am, what I do, what I'm about. But this has been another video. I will. I want you guys to stay safe, stay alive, do what you can to make the world better. So definitely just, like I said, just stay good out here, stay tough, do what you guys do. This has been The Real So I King 1, aka Josh, and I am signing out.